As we get older, it's natural to wonder how many good years do I have left, and more importantly, how can I make sure those years are healthy, happy, and full of life? As we get older, it's natural to wonder how many good years do I have left. And more importantly, how can I make sure those years are healthy, happy, and full of life? Well, science actually has some answers for us. Researchers have spent decades studying what predicts longevity after 70, and today, I'm going to share 6 key signs that can give you a pretty good idea of how long and how well you might live. Now, these aren't just guesses. These are real, scientifically backed factors that have been proven to influence how long people live. And the best part, many of them are things we can actually improve with just a few simple changes. So, whether you're 70, 80, or beyond, this information could help you add more vibrant, active years to your life. Let's start with the first sign, one that might surprise you. 1. Your walking speed. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to slow down as they age, while others keep moving with energy and ease? Well, it turns out, how fast you walk isn't just about getting from point A to point B. It's a powerful predictor of longevity. Studies have shown that walking speed is linked to overall health, muscle strength, balance, and even brain function. In fact, researchers found that people who walk faster in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who slow down significantly. Why? Because a brisk pace suggests strong muscles, good heart health, and a well-functioning nervous system. Now, don't worry if you've noticed yourself slowing down a bit. This isn't about racing anyone. The key is maintaining a steady, purposeful stride. If you want to improve, simple exercises like walking regularly, stretching, or even light strength training can make a big difference over time. 2. Your grip strength. Here's one you might not expect: how strong your handshake is. Believe it or not, grip strength is another big clue about your overall health as you age. Scientists have found that weaker grip strength is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, frailty, and even cognitive decline. Think about it. Your hands are involved in so many daily activities, from opening jars to carrying groceries. If your grip starts to weaken, it can be a sign that other muscles and even your heart might not be as strong as they used to be. But here's the good news. Grip strength can be improved at any age. Simple exercises like squeezing a stress ball, using hand grippers, or even gardening can help keep your hands strong. And when your hands stay strong, it's a sign that the rest of your body is holding up well, too. Now, before we move on to the next sign, I want you to think about this. These first 2 factors, walking speed and grip strength, aren't just random markers. They're reflections of how well your body is functioning as a whole. And the better they are, the more likely you are to enjoy a longer, healthier life. But there's more to it than just physical strength. The next sign we'll talk about has to do with something much deeper: your social connections. Because as it turns out, who you spend time with might be just as important as how you move. Let's talk about that next. Now, we've already talked about how your walking speed and grip strength can tell you a lot about your health as you age. But there's another factor, one that might surprise you, and it has nothing to do with your body. It's about the people around you. 3. Your social connections. Have you ever noticed that the happiest, healthiest seniors often have one thing in common? They stay connected to family, friends, even their community, and science backs this up. Strong social ties aren't just good for your mood, they're linked to a longer life. Researchers have found that people over 70 with close relationships tend to live longer than those who feel lonely or isolated. In fact, one study even suggested that lacking social connections can be as harmful to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's how powerful this is. Why does this matter so much? Well, when we're engaged with others, we're more likely to stay active, keep our minds sharp, and even take better care of our health. Plus, laughter, conversation, and shared experiences all help reduce stress, which, as we'll see later, is another big factor in longevity. Now, if you've lost touch with old friends or your social circle has gotten smaller over the years, don't worry. It's never too late to reconnect. A simple phone call, joining a club, or even volunteering can open doors to new friendships, and those connections, they might just add years to your life. 4. Your diet, but not how you think. Alright, let's talk about food, because yes, what you eat matters. But here's the twist. It's not just about cutting out sugar or counting calories. The real secret, eating enough protein as you age. You see, after 70, your body starts losing muscle mass faster than before, a natural process called sarcopenia. But if you don't get enough protein, that muscle loss speeds up, making you weaker and more prone to falls or illness, and that can seriously affect how long and how well you live. Studies show that seniors who eat sufficient high-quality protein, think eggs, fish, beans, or lean meats, maintain stronger muscles, recover faster from illness, and even keep their immune systems sharper. So if you've been skipping meat or skimping on protein because you don't need as much, it might be time to rethink that. Aim for protein at every meal. Even a handful of nuts or a yogurt can help. Your future self will thank you for it. Now, these two signs, social connections and diet, might seem unrelated, but they're both about giving your body and mind what they need to thrive. And the next one, it's something you might not even realize you're doing every day, and it could be quietly shaping how long you'll live. Let's talk about your sense of purpose. Because as it turns out, having a reason to wake up in the morning might be one of the most powerful predictors of all. We've covered some surprising predictors of longevity so far, from how fast you walk to the strength of your handshake, the importance of staying socially connected, and making sure you're getting enough protein. But now we're coming to what might be the most fascinating signs of all, the ones that happen between your ears. 5. Your sense of purpose. Let me ask you something. When you wake up in the morning, do you feel excited about the day ahead? Or maybe you have projects or people that give your life meaning? Because here's what the research shows. Having a strong sense of purpose might add years to your life. A landmark study from Rush University followed older adults for years and found that those with clear life goals and daily purpose were significantly less likely to develop Alzheimer's, and they lived about 2 years longer on average than those who felt aimless. Now, purpose doesn't have to mean writing a novel or starting a business. It could be as simple as caring for grandchildren, volunteering at the library, tending a garden, or even mastering a new hobby. The key is feeling that your days matter, that you're contributing something meaningful. If you've been feeling adrift lately, try this. Think back to what brought you joy in the past. Maybe it's time to revisit an old passion or find new ways to share your wisdom. Because every time you engage with something that matters to you, you're not just passing time, you're potentially extending it. 6. How you handle stress. Now let's talk about something we all face, stress. Here's the crucial difference. It's not about avoiding stress completely, that's impossible. But how you recover from it, that matters most for longevity. Scientists have found that people who bounce back quickly from stressful events, who don't stay stuck in worry or frustration, tend to have healthier hearts, stronger immune systems, and longer lives. On the other hand, chronic stress literally ages your cells faster. The good news, there are simple, proven ways to build resilience. Just 10 minutes of deep breathing daily can work wonders. So can short walks in nature, listening to music you love, or even petting an animal. The key is finding what helps you, reset, and making it a regular habit. Remember that social connection we talked about earlier, that's another powerful stress buster. Pairing your worries with a good friend often cuts them in half right there. So let's put this all together. The science tells us that living longer after 70 isn't about some miracle cure or drastic change. It's about these 6 powerful everyday factors. Staying physically active through walking and maintaining strength, nurturing your relationships, eating well, especially protein, keeping a sense of purpose, and managing stress in healthy ways. The beautiful part: none of these require expensive treatments or extreme measures. They're all within your reach, starting today. Maybe you'll decide to invite a friend over for lunch this week, or try adding some extra protein to your meals, or simply take a few moments each morning to appreciate what makes your life meaningful. I'd love to hear which of these signs resonates most with you. Share your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed how any of these factors affect your own health and energy? And if you found this helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe for more videos to help you live your best life at any age. Remember, every small positive choice adds up. Here's to your health, happiness, and many more good years ahead.